Hi there, I'm Airlie from airliewildy.com, and today I want to talk to you about missed opportunities and poor customer service and how systems in your business and being organised can stop those missed opportunities and improve your service. So on this cold wintry day, you can see my little friend out there, the gnome, sitting there watching us. Today I wanted to talk to you about just our systems, not only help you be more organized, but they also, it's always the worst times when they trip you up because you aren't organized and you don't have a system in place. And so it impacts on how your customers see you, and that's impacting on your branding, your income essentially. So taking time to set up systems is important, and I want to give you 3 or 4 examples of the mistakes that I've made about how that's impacted on my business in the past. So the first one is when I was kind of using a paper calendar because I didn't have too many appointments or bookings being made, but it was kind of, then I set up my Google Calendar and Calendly, and I was doing a bit of both, some paper, some online, but also just kind of living my life and doing what I needed to do. But then I'd find I was double booked. It was hugely embarrassing, and I then would have to go back to decide which of the 2 people that I'd double booked was going to take it worse and which one was going to be more flexible, which is never a good position to be in. So I had someone book in, and then I took a verbal booking and got the time zones wrong, because that's the other thing about online booking. It does all that for you, and I messed up, and it was just embarrassing. So having those systems in place, they're there to be used, they're there to cut down the mistakes, so it's a good idea to use them properly. The second mistake that's really cost me in my business because I haven't had those systems in place is when I've had clients chase me to say, when are we talking, when are we catching up, or weren't you going to send me something? And that's, again, massively embarrassing that they have to come to me and ask them. And it's happened in the past, not so much lately, but it's never a good look. And having systems in place that, whether it's task reminders that you get prompted, setting those up as soon as you've sort of finished the appointment and said, I need to send this to that person by then, and having things remind you. It's not a difficult system to set up, but it's massively important. You can take those things for granted when you're not kind of as busy, but the busier you are, the more you need these systems to support you, because you can't keep it all in your head. It's too much, and your head needs to be there to support you and be creative, not just remember stuff. Your brain has got much more potential than that. The third mistake that I've made is not having a proper follow-up system after someone's purchased a product. So it's a low-cost product that someone's purchased off my website, and I kind of let them go with it. And that's something that I've really noticed, that if they're interested in purchasing from me, then that warm kind of lead and follow-up needs to happen, because they might need support from the product. They might need to work with me further, but having a system in place that triggers that follow-up after they've purchased a product is really important. And the bonus mistake that I made with this thing is that I didn't realize that there was a mistake in the product because I hadn't followed anyone up, and I hadn't properly tested it. That's rookie mistakes that just happened because I was so anxious to get this product out there, but it just wasn't, it was impacting on my brand and all the work that you do to set these things up. There's just other bits that you still have to keep doing and keep following up, and those kind of systems are important to reinforce your branding and reinforce the work that you do, so that customer process flows really well. And many of you might have that stuff under control, but there are some that kind of miss some of these steps. So this is just a friendly little reminder to say those things are important, and those things need to be looked at and followed through. So here's a little task for today to just map out one process that's maybe been niggling you, that isn't quite there, one system that needs a bit more love and care and attention. So map out the customer touch points where every time they're interacting with you or your brand, and have that system set up so that it flows, so that you're not relying on your memory, is a really good point. So map it out, map all those points, what you need to do, where the customer comes in, and how it happens, the middle part, how that happens, how they're interacting with your brand, and how it happens to the next point. Is there a reminder? How does that reminder get done, and how can you do that? So there's a little tip and a little activity for you, because they are missed opportunities and mistakes that, long term, the busier you get and the more you're trying to build your business, these become important. So having the process of working them out now so that your business can flow with more ease is the idea, really. So there you go. There's my little tip for the day and a little activity for you. I hope you've enjoyed that. I'm Airlie Wildy from airliewildy.com. Thanks. Bye.